The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is the Domino's postgame report. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman Men's Basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, a frustrating way to see a 5-game win streak come to an end, but Brevard bombing it away from beyond the arc. A credit to them. What did they do to get the hot hand against you?
You sort of got to understand where they're coming from, man. And let me start by saying credit does go to them. Okay, that's anytime you win a conference road game in particular, it's quality win. But typically, they go into games. They're going to do what they're going to do. They're going to be very relaxed about doing it. And I thought tonight, despite our attempts to try to make them uncomfortable, we didn't do a good job with that. And so they were in their comfort zone. They got some good looks at it, made them, and that's really, again, if you tell me that we hold a team to 63 points, they shoot 36% in the field, I'm gonna tell you we're okay, you know. Mm-hmm. But when when they make 12 threes, you couple that with our offensive woes, then you're gonna have problems.
You were not as normally efficient as usual, shot 46% from the field, but the big bugaboo, the 21 turnovers. What happened there? Was it something Brevard was doing, or was it more self-imposed?
You know, man, we had 23 on the first game. We discussed that. I think we've been doing a little bit better job in terms of taking care of the basketball. Mm-hmm. But they have a very unique defensive style. It's sort of a very passive-aggressive type thing. They sit back and really sort of encourage you to shoot jump shots. Of course, we sort of have more of an inside-out approach. We can make the shots from the perimeter. We weren't making them really initially this game. We tried to get it inside, and we got it in there, tried to force it sometimes. The guys inside were seeing doubles and triples, and our decisions, our passing and catching, I thought was poor, and that led to the 21 turnovers, man. It's some of those things where guys don't intend to turn it over. Mm-hmm. Their intentions are good, and they want to take care of it. But, at any moment in the game, things transpire that can lead to that kind of situation. And tonight, a lot of those things seem to happen to us, and we messed it up.
How much did their balance affect things? 5 guys in double figures, but none more than 14.
Well, that hurts. But again, they weren't overly efficient. I mean, you're looking at, they make 36% of their shots. That means they're missing 64% of their shots. I thought it was more about our inability to capitalize. It seems like there were so many situations. Even there late, if you just look at the microcosm, the last 4 minutes there, we get a rebound down, I think 3. Josh Rogers turns it over, making an outlet pass. They miss a free throw. It's a 3-point game. We don't block out. They get a rebound back. It's a 3-point game. Ball's loose on the floor. If we just tie the thing up, we have the position arrow with the ball underneath our basket. And there's so many things we didn't capitalize. And I think that went back to our lack of poise. I really thought we were making strides with poise. I thought we showed great poise, especially in the last game at Little Ryan. But I thought our poise was really we were exposed tonight. I was really, really disappointed in a couple guys in particular and their lack of poise. We've got to get together tomorrow and try to get them refocused and challenge them to control those things that they can control.
Charles Clark, the bright spot, first career double-double, 21 points, 11 rebounds. What was he doing tonight to be effective?
2.5 weeks ago he has his coming out party, and really has been rather consistent the last 2.5 weeks now. Mm-hmm. Tonight he was aggressive. He made some shots. Was really good on the boards. But you have to temper that with the 5 turnovers. I really think those turnovers this game was critical. I mean, just critical when you consider that from those they had 20 points off the turnovers. And that's the thing from our perspective. We work a lot on the basic fundamentals, and to know that we blew that part of it, just blew it to smithereens tonight, really is frustrating and disappointing.
How do you gather back in a wildly difficult 3-game road trip now? 2 Wingate, 2 Anderson, 2 Queens. How do you bounce back from this one?
I hope this gets our attention. I don't think this 3-game stretch is any more difficult than the last 3 games. If you look at it, we've played all 3 of those teams and have beaten Wingate, have beaten Anderson, had a shot here at the buzzer to beat Queens, lost, but had a chance to beat them. So I don't think we go into these games, whether they're home or road, thinking that it's a problem. Ironically, and I guess the crazy thing about this particular team, we've got a losing record at home in conference, and we've been really good on the road in conference. I think we're 7-2 or some kind of thing on the road in conference. So leaving the quote friendly confines of Holt Fieldhouse hasn't been so friendly to us. So we may want to go elsewhere and play some games and see if we can right the ship for a little bit.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, guys.
That's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. We can